Hello everyone, this is Jyotish Acharya Sujoy Ghosh from Astrotruths. This video, it is all about how to understand what is the longevity of an individual. Has he got a long life or not? So this is a new series which I'm starting up as an education. So to understand as to how you can look into an horoscope of an individual, and probably in your horoscope also, that you have a long life or you don't have a long life. Okay, just see how it's being checked in the horoscope. So first we will first understand for that the various planets which are there, uh, they're the most important and affect us the most. They are the Venus, the Jupiter, the Sun, Mars, Saturn, and Mercury, Moon, Rahu, and Ketu, the two nodes, north and the south. So first we'll just I will just write down all the planets. We need to understand and categorize them. Well, we need to understand which planets are good planets, which are not good planets, bad planets, or malefics. So first, I will just write it down out here. You can just look into it. The first one is Venus. This is one category, and Jupiter. Okay. Now these two planets are always auspicious planets for everyone. Okay, very auspicious planets. The next category comes is of Sun, Mars, Saturn, and Rahu and Ketu. Now, these all planets are malefic planets. Some we will understand differently. But these planets are really malefics, are not good planets. Okay. So, we have got 7. Another 2 planets are left, which are Moon and Mercury. Now, why these have been written differently is that the Moon, it is benefic only when it is 72 degrees far off from the Sun. If it is within 72 degrees, then it is considered malefic. So it is these two planets are temporarily benefics. Like Mercury, mostly it is with Sun, so it becomes a malefic. But if it is separate from Sun, it is in the other house, not with Sun in the same house, then it becomes a benefic. So these are temporarily benefics, and these are always benefics. These are always benefics. Okay. So now, how do we check it? We'll make a North Indian style making a horoscope. Very easy and simple to understand. Okay. Now, how do we make it? We will make one straight line. Okay. My handwriting is not too good. So just please bear with me. And here, like this, you need to make one square type. Okay. Can you look into it? Let me just put it through like here. You can see. Okay. Now make one. Just draw one line out here. Cut in sides like this. Okay. Then make another square within this like this. This is to make you understand how these charts look like. So this is the North Indian style. Indian style. Now here in this horoscope, now what we need to check? First, we need to put the various signs in this chart. It starts with the first house. This is the first house. First, you can write here first. Then comes the second house. We will go anti-clockwise. 2, third house, fourth house, fifth house, sixth house, seventh house, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th. Now these are the houses. This will always remain the same houses, but these signs can change. Now this sign can come here. Likewise, third will come here, fourth will come here. So everyone has different signs. Somebody is Aries, somebody is Taurus, somebody is Gemini, somebody is Cancer, or is same Rashi, or it's here, it's of Virgo, and then the Libra and Wrishchik. So here we have the Sagittarius, here we have the Scorpion, here we have Capricorn, and you know these Rashis well. The Pisces. In Hindi, it is called Kumbh Rashi. Likewise, all the signs will set based on your date of birth and the time of birth, city and the state of birth. This can change. The sign can change. It can be any of the 12. So I have taken the Aries Lagna because this is the first Lagna in terms of the Kal Purush. Okay. So now, how do we understand that whether the individual has a long life, he will live long, will have good health? And so for that, we need to first check the Lagna. What is the influence on the Lagna? Whether there's a good influence or there's a bad influence of whom of these planets. Okay. So, let's say Jupiter is placed here and Venus is placed here. So, both these planets are benefics. If we see here, benefic, which I told you. So, that means this first house now, it is under the influence of two benefic planets. So, it is strong. Okay. Next, this is the first step. Next step is we need to see the lord of this. It is first number one is of Aries, and is the lord of Aries is Mars. Okay. So Mars, if the first house lord, the Lagna lord, goes to any of the good houses, which are the first one, the fourth one, 7th, 10th, these are the Kendras. And then there are the trine houses of the 5th and the 9th. First house is also trine house. And the gains house. Okay. If the first house lord goes into any of these houses, it is very strong. Okay. However, certain strengths based on the directional strength, that is another thing that I will tell you later on. The planets are more stronger. Okay, here Mars, since it is a good direction strength out here in the 10th, that's 100%. So if it goes here, then it is really good. Okay, and it is in the Capricorn sign. It is considered to be, we say, as exalted. Okay, it's exalted out here. That is good. Now the next point, so 2 points are positive here. The next point is the Karaka of this house, first house. This first house represents our entire body, the entire system, body, our health, our personality, how do we look, everything is from there. So the Karaka of this house is Sun. Sun is the Karaka of this. Because Sun is the Karaka of longevity, is the Karaka of good health. It's the government, it is your father also. So the entire confidence, the power, everything comes from here. So Sun is the Urja Shakti. And you must have noticed in the foreign countries, mostly when the sun is not there, people are not happy. Once it comes out after, let's say 10, 15 days, people will get really happy about it. Okay? So it gives us good health. So if the sun Karaka of this first house, it is along with Mars. Now here is very good. So this shows another big sign of long life. Okay. So such combination If this combination happens in this house, it's in the 5th house, 9th house, 11th. Goes the first house also, it is good. Okay. Best is this. Now, next condition is that whether there is any benefic aspect on these two. So we see here that Jupiter has 3 aspects. It directly sees to the 7th house and the 5th from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. It aspects here also. And the 9th house. This comes out to be 7 from Jupiter, 8th and 9th. So we see here that Jupiter is again aspecting the Karaka and the first house lord. So it's a benefic aspect. So now it becomes very strong. Okay. So this condition is also fulfilled. Now the next condition is that the lord of the first house, in any case, in any of the signs, whether your sign is Taurus or whatever, it is Libra or any. If any of your horoscope in the B1 or the Lagna chart, if Mars is again placed in the Kendras, the Trikonas, and the Gains house, again, it's another indication that it gets added to it that, okay, this condition is also fulfilled of long life. Now, the next point is you need to check the 8th house because 8th house is our longevity house. Okay? So the longevity house needs to be checked whether it is under good influence and whether the lord of this house, now here it is Scorpion, so its lord is Mars. So Mars is where? Is it in the Kendras, in the Trikona or the trines, or in the Gains house? If it is there, then again it's an addition. Person will have very long life. Okay. So here Mars is placed in the Kendra, so another person. Then the influence in the 8th house, there is repeated influence and nobody's influence. Okay. Now let's put here Rahu, Ketu, and there is Saturn, and there is Moon, okay? And there is Mercury. Now, if we see that the last important point, not the last, but anyways very important, that Saturn is the Karaka of the 8th house and the 12th house. So of Ayu, okay, of long life, he's the Karaka. So he should also be placed in this Kendras, Trikona, and the Gains house. So here we see it's in the transit. So really good. Okay. And of course, the moon, because moon is our mind. The mind is not strong enough, then it affects our health considerably. Okay, it reduces our the age, our longevity. Here we see that the moon is under the influence of 2 benefic planets here. So it's very nicely placed. Not much any influence malefic, just Mars is looking at it. Doesn't makes much difference. So the mind is very strong. So here we see that all the conditions are very fulfilled. Whether it is the first house lord placed in the Kendra with the Karaka of the first house and the first house itself in the good influence of benefics, the 8th house in the benefic influence, and the 8th house lord again in the Kendra and the Karaka of the 8th house in the trine or in Kendra. So this shows that the person will have a very long life. It will probably easily cross 90. Okay? And also without any health issues as such. Okay, so there's not much of a health issue also here. So likewise, we check the longevity of an individual. This is one example. The placements may be different in the various kendras and trines based on that. So you can check your own horoscope and see whether you have a long life or not based on these conditions. Okay, apart from that, there will be a capsule course which I will be starting from next month onwards. So you can enroll for that. You can send me, you can WhatsApp me at my WhatsApp number 928-927-3543. Okay. The WhatsApp number is 928-927-3543. For that course is all about how you understand make the compatibility for marriage. Okay. How do you understand whether you will have a love marriage or a arranged marriage? How do you will have a delay in marriage and why the delay in marriage is happening? Okay. And apart from that, separation in marriage, why the separation happened, why the fights are happening, okay. How to match horoscopes. What all things needs to be checked before marriage, so to proceed with the marriage with a particular person. So all these things, it's about marriage and marital life. So it's a very important topic. So you can enroll for it. Uh, so it will be really good for you to understand and you will learn a lot of things from it. So I will suggest you that you can send me your interest. I will be forwarding you all the details and the course, what is the module about the course and all. Yeah. So based on that, you're going to get into the course, get enrolled for it. Really nice. And likewise, the next video will be on how to see the middle age. Okay, I will take a live case, right? So based on that, we'll understand it that the person has a middle age on, right? And then we'll go forward to the very small or little age a person has, or the person may not stay for long. Okay? So it's just a child not finishing off even 15 to 16 years of age. So those are the charts I will get and you can check. We'll understand how it is being done. Okay? So that will be good. And to share the videos well so that people can come to learn. And also share with them for the course which will start up so that everyone can enroll themselves from the various parts. However, the it really is for the mainly for the foreign, if you're from the foreign from outside India, then the course it will be conducted in English. Okay. So you need to mention that you're from outside India, the NRI. So based on that, all the course and everything will be bifurcated between the people from India, those who are they understand Hindi, and those from outside India who understand English, or mostly those who prefer English for them, right?